I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is February 11th, Tuesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So watch yesterday's video so this will make sense. I'm talking about coming into this area here to sweep liquidity. I'm talking about today's candle. I'd like to see it wick down maybe 50%. That's at this minute mark, but just watch the whole video or this around this area. I'm talking about getting into this 50% of this bearish imbalance. Man, we did that today beautifully. And take a look here. Fire trade today. So yesterday I was talking about this liquidity here, right? I also mentioned this 1 to 1.5 right here. It would be beautiful to get in there. I end up getting out of the trade here. If I scroll over, I ended up getting out. Well, the opening range gap from yesterday is not showing here, but that first imbalance from yesterday, I ended up getting out here. I put in the community tab. I screenshotted it, so it's there. So I got out. So what did it do? Two big more drives right here, right? Came down, and then it came into this area. But with Asia and London, and I'm sleeping, I just in this situation with being very bullish, I didn't feel comfortable. So it is what it is. But look where we came to. So this is not a random area. So I took this buy today. Let me fix this here. So I took this buy today. Why? Well, number one, I understand that we're at the bottom 25%. We're at the 50% of the previous gap. Look at the body sitting there. I mean, you can't miss this. We swept here, right? Pretty much all them people. Now this was dangling, but I was like, nah, we're bullish, so it doesn't matter. We're oversold on the 15-minute, and so on, and it sure enough was beautiful. So how I got into this trade, you're gonna see it, just super fire. Oh wait, oh, I didn't pick the other one. Hold on a second. All right, so here's the deal. So yeah, mentioning all that, right? And then what's it called? And okay, so I'm practicing what I'm preaching. There's no scamming involved here. Letting you know the day before where I'd like for it to go, and then sure enough, we get the pre 9 o'clock drop right here, and then we have a 9 o'clock candle, which is also the 1 hour. So as you can see, my fill, I waited for this first candle to get pushed above. So we went above it. This last down candle, we push above it, and then we come back in. Soon as we tag in, and I'm also on a sub-second, so I won't get into that, but that's just the logic, and it dips in. Now, if I'm waiting to put a limit order here, like, you're not going to get filled. If you put it at 50% of that wick, you're not going to get filled. So when it dipped in, that was good enough for me, and I understood that this was a bearish imbalance, right? Inversion. So I didn't highlight that because it's just too much. But this was really ended up keeping the price up. I did this all pre 9:30. Obviously, I understand where I am. If you look at the -1, we're tapping it. So that's good enough for me. Sure enough, we push above those 3 consecutive down candles. We come back in. We're tagging this inversion, as you can see very clear. 9:30 opens up, baby, and it's just fucking gone. I even mentioned in the community tab to a viewer that hold the buy for at least that daily gap. Why the daily gap? Because if you look at the gap, there's literally no price action in that gap. I'm sure you know that already, but if you don't know that, right there, see that? See how there's literally no price action. It's not like we came down, we came back up. So that made that my minimum or main target, to be honest. So if I scroll over here, you can see, let me go back to this. So I got the previous imbalance from yesterday dragged over, and then let me continue now here. So I got the projection here for the 3 down candles, and then that's on this chart. On the 15-minute, I've highlighted a separate projection, which is just this 15-minute down candle. So in that case, I would have moved this to here, but I'm using them both. So technically, I didn't really need this, but so I'm gonna delete this because I was really using this. This really was the key here. So as you see, we push up, right? We got liquidity to the left, obviously. I mean, that goes without saying. Look at that trend line liquidity. That's That's an easy run. So we push up here, and then we're at the 1 to 1.5. We pretty much consolidate there. And then if you watch this, I guess I can just go back to this. So you can see here, so we speaker out here, right? We had news at 10 o'clock, which was Powell talking. And just to show you that this is definitely 1000% an algorithm and it's rigged. Do you think Powell starts talking at 10 o'clock? I mean, the price goes nuts on its own. And then it literally drops right to 50% of that first imbalance. Do you really think buyers and sellers can possibly do that? Like, that's perfection, dude. That's like, I'm not going to go into it. You understand. So anyways, at the time when we dipped in, I measured this up candle, this first up candle. And look, we dipped right into the 1 to 1.5. We also obviously have a breakout level with that imbalance right there. And this is just a near term 1 minute. So as you notice, we came back to it, but it's a breakout level, and it's high confluence because also you're at 50% of the bearish imbalance that we've been stuck in, right? Which is right here in that red line and the dotted. And then you also have the 50% of the opening range gap right here in the orange, right? So we push up again, another higher high and a higher low. We don't break this low, so it doesn't mean, so this is still kosher for coming up. We come right to it. When we get here, I wait for one more raid to get out, and then sure enough, I got a beautiful fucking screenshot. So that's this scenario here. Now, just like we've been dealing with all these past weeks, whoever gets left with the bag is getting fucked, right? So you got to take profit. So here in this, so here I'll show you where I dropped the ball hard. In this scenario, so I screenshotted it right here. In this scenario, I understand also, by the way, we're at a 2 to 2.5, right? So yeah, so you can see that, right? So 2 to 2.5 right there, right? And then look above here on the 15-minute, you can see that liquidity, any breakout level. See this low when we broke right through? That's a breakout level right there. Let me close the door here. My wife is an accountant, so she's got like new hours because tax season's going nuts. She's got side business and all that. So she's home early. So that's why I'm doing the video early. But so you breakout level right here, you push right through, and they're just pretty much squeezing everybody out. And then that's good enough for me. This is a good decision to take it out because of the fact that I don't give a fuck if it goes all the way up. We have all this crazy news this week. CPI tomorrow. We have some other news. So there's no reason to be, I mean, you just got to be responsible, right? Do the right thing. So, okay, so what do I do? So, okay, it pushes up here. All right. I saw a break on a like a 30-second, 15-second, but I ain't going to get into that. And then I end up getting in this trade right here. Why am I taking this sell right here? Well, number one, I already know where we are. We just squeezed everybody, right? We're in this up candle here on the 4-hour. And then number two, we've been pushing up. I've allowed all the drives. I've already reached my target. And I was looking for a scalp here because I was going to just in case it decided to keep pushing, I was like, let me buy it again. So I take the scalp here and to 1 and 1.5. And then this motherfucker drops. And I'm like, damn, I didn't see that coming. But no problem. I ended up getting out. So what I ended up doing is when this came in, this was a breakout level right here, right? And especially on a 5-minute. Let me go to a 5-minute just so you can see it. So you can understand what I was thinking. And when the price got in here, I was like, yeah, buy it. You know, and fucking, I was on an oversold here, but I thought it was going to be heavy to the top side. Sure, look how beautiful this RSI is right here on the 5-minute. Look at this, the low right here to the high in an oversold. Came all the way down for an oversold here. Oh my God. And obviously this was super easy though. I mean, this was like a super eyesore. So that's what made me thought it was going to be really bullish. So I took the buy here in this case and then totally dropped that ball. And then, but here's the thing. Let me go back to it 1 minute. I want to make this quick, possibly. So that was me just measuring this little swing. But at the same time, I understood that this was a big swing right here. And I was just so married at this moment. I'm, a little overconfident, got big profit, messing up. And I was like, dude, this is a sell. Algorithmically, you can see the price underneath the gap, bodies respecting. We're also stuck at that top 25% of that bearish imbalance. You see that? So look at the line. Can you see the line, the black line right here? Let me make this thicker. Oh boy. What the fuck? Tripping. You see that? So you could see it. You could see it hugging. You could see it, but I was just like, I've seen it so many times where it'll just buy up from here. Completely wrong. And then it just started taking down. And I was like, man, once I took and I took too many losses. I was like, I'm fucking done for the moment. I'm just done. And then I'm going to lunch. So I decided to take a lunch for early for some damn reason. And then this thing's just consistently dropping. I'm like, oh my God, no way. And what did they do? Well, if you look at the 15-minute, very clear, look at the breakout level right here. See how we push right through from the AM, right? You see that? So you obviously have that imbalance, but where did it stop? Look at the fucking gap. You see that previous gap right there in the background? Dude, that is not random right there. Like you always, like this was a little bit random, right? But this is definitely not random right here. Look how we stopped right out there. I'm like, dude, beautiful. So, and I did take some losses trying to catch this though. But if you do the projection from here to here, you can see we come down to the 2 to 2.5. Look at the projection work today. Just fire. Anyway, so 2 to 2.5 right here taps the gap. Look at the body sitting right on top of it, dude. And then if you look at the 15-minute common sense, this is just breakout level. They're coming back to get that. I go to a 5-minute here. You'll be able to see, well, pretty much these consecutive down candles. We have an inversion right there, which is pretty nice. This inversion right here, I'm not even going to draw it. Taps that, but really the gap, that was beautiful right there. Let me go back to a 1 minute. And then some people will say, well, how do why do you enter on a 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute? Well, to me, I don't need to. To me, the 1 minute is very clean. I mean, I'm not confused. Yes, some of this gets choppy here and this, but dude, I mean, it's all fractal. It's all happening at the same time. So anyways, I end up taking this buy, but I'm taking it at lunch. I'm not even by the computer. I'm literally on the phone and I caught this bitch and I took it up to, here. I took it. So when you look at this breakout level here, right? Coming down, well, that's a level here. And that's a level here. See this low right here? See how because here I was still bullish and I was like, okay. And then it ripped down. So when I'm taking this buy at this point, I'm not really like involved in the market too much. I'm still trading, but I'm not like, I don't have any expectations at like zero. But I do know that once we came up to wipe out the liquidity to the left, we are going to come down. Well, we came down to wipe out the liquidity of buying. So once we did that, common sense tells me that we're coming back up here to wipe out the easy sellers. Sure enough, I catch this up to here. And I didn't screenshot any of this because I was on lunch. So just, it is what it is. Believe me or not, I don't care. But definitely slap this bitch. So we got to 2.5 right here. Boom. Took the profit out. And I was actually done. Then the price started retracing down. I started getting greedy or FOMO. And I was like, bro, this is too easy. Now, the point of this coming back down is what? To wipe out the buyers that just pushed up. Right? So that's very, very common. And you do the projection here with the bodies. Look at the 2 to 2.5 right here. Beautiful. I took many losses trying to catch this because I was in this 1 and 1.5. The reason why I took losses here was because you see this candle and this candle, you see how see how it's completely went down and then up. So when it was coming up, when it was here, I was like, all right, well, this is a balanced price range. And then we have a 1 and 1.5. And I was looking at the 50% of the bearish imbalance on the daily. And I also had the opening range. I was like, I was sitting here trying to catch this bitch, and I just kept getting fucked. But I ended up catching it. It came to the 2 to 2.5. And just so we can be clear, I should have been more patient. But this is drive 1. See, and here's a little note on drives and shit. See when the price comes like this, yeah, you think that's drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. Okay, no, but in general sense, this is why the 1 minute will be a little bit congested and why they say don't use the 1 minute. This is an example of when you don't want to use the 1 minute. But on the 1 minute, it looks like this. So this is drive 1, and then This is drive 2, all that mess. And then this is drive 3. So I ended up, again, almost taking so many losses. I was about to just quit. And then I caught that bitch here. And then because you're saying, well, why didn't you wait for a shift? Well, I had one here. These 2 down candles, we shifted above, but look what the problem is. We didn't take out that swing high. So hey, that's my fault, my eagerness, and whatever. Look at these 2 down candles. Came down, we came above it, and then it failed. But we didn't take out that swing high. So, oh shit. I hate when they do that. What the fuck? And then they're dropping the price hard right now. So again, look at this high right here. We didn't take out that high right here. So this is my fault. I shouldn't have done it. I was just eager. I knew what was going on. I knew they were retracing just to wipe out the easy buyers when we pushed. And that's why I'm glad I took it out. And then, anyways, I ended up catching it here. So what do? Here's a shift, right? Above the swing high, consecutive 2 down candles. That's pretty. It goes above, it retraces back. Where does it retrace back into? Look at that imbalance right there. This 116. Should have drew it, but I'll draw it now. Fuck it. And this is the model. This is really what this is the proper entry. If you want to do it right, that was the proper entry. Okay? So right there, and then where do we push up? Well, I got this down candle projected. You see the 3 and a 4, but look closer. Remember that breakout level? I thought I screenshotted this because I was at the desk, and I guess I didn't. I was just kind of focused, but I ended up taking it. I ended up screenshotting it here because I did, and I think I lost it. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I trailed it and got stopped out here. So just took out the profit and was done for the day. Beautiful fucking day. So take a look here. I ended up projecting you can project this last up candle right here. Has a higher body with the high right there. We break it. We retrace back deep into the wick. We're tagging the bottom, and then we rush down into where? A breakout level. Beautiful right there. And 2 to 2.5 is right here. Oh, not a coincidence. We're there. And then again, a couple drives down, and then they pushed up to get back to the daily gap, and obviously that's a magnet because we've been referencing that all day. And then now we just got this big drop. So where did it come to? Oh yeah, that's buyers and sellers definitely pushed it to 50% of that gap. Let me open it up wide. Let me show you how this can't be buyers and sellers. It's not even a variation. Well, it's a little variation, but it's the same level. It's the same tick. So come on, man. That shit's raw. So, and this is where we are. So it would make sense for this type of price action because it's Tuesday. They're building liquidity on both sides. Why do I keep doing that? And they're trying to confuse everybody at the same time. It's probably still going to go up. But, yeah, man. And I saw a lot of people on the internet lose today. It's like, how? Why? You mean to tell me okay, buy, sell, buy. Those are fucking 3 moves, bruh. 1, 2, 3. You telling me you couldn't catch any of that? I don't know. You people ain't traders or something, bro. They be scared or something. Because as you see, this was gorgeous. I don't understand how this could not be so beautiful. Yes, if you're sitting here trying to catch this and you didn't catch any of this, oh yeah, I'd be pissed. That would suck. But do they have these levels on their chart? Probably not. So I don't know, man. But I was salty for missing this because, but my bias was pushing up, so I completely was wrong. But I had plenty of opportunities to get in, but obviously it was at lunch and I was on a phone and I was just like, I just let it go, right? And then I was like, damn, this shit dropping like in 20 minutes. So I think I've explained all this. Fucking gorgeous, dude. Told y'all, man. I told y'all yesterday. Whoever watched that video, great. But swept that. Came right here. And again, this was kind of like, now again, I do understand that CPI, dude. I mean, that's why I'm not holding shit. I'm not doing shit. But coming in here is just, it's kind of like, oh, are they going to do it? Because this is a failed high. So this is still in control as far as the retracement goes. But I don't think it is. Unless they want to wick it and then shoot the hell up for tomorrow. Hey, I'm not in the market, so I'm sitting back. But that's possible. So again, the intention, I feel like it's just going to burst a direction. Look at this. It's kind of like pull back, push up, pull back, push up, pull back. But you're still getting higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. And here it's not really doing that no more. It's kind of more, see how it's more jagged here? See this? But here is like smooth. See the lower highs building up? So I'm assuming that we're just gonna just keep ripping up. But do they want to tag in here? Is the question. But I'll just tell you like this. Where is this? You know, I'm either looking for it to just ride up, all right, or you know, somewhere here. If it does, I don't know, obviously. So this is like really like the only ideas that I care about or want to participate in. So yeah, there's that, man. Fucking beautiful day. I don't understand how people said this was a bad day, dude. This was gorgeous, but you had to take profit. So I mean, I don't know if you're a swing trader, that might have been frustrating, but anyways, and then we had that push up from yesterday. I was saying, and then now we were getting the drop down for us to come back up. Some other things here. Let me tell you this. This was fire. So leading in the beginning of the day, the reason why the buy was pretty obvious was because we already had a divergence on Dow. We had a Dow lower low and we had higher lows here. So this was just very obvious. So hopefully you saw that. But so then we pushed up, and then the sell. You can see the sell. This is the reason why I was really mad. But we had higher highs here with Dow and we had lower highs here. So I don't know what possessed me to just buy. I mean, I know what possessed me. We took out a breakout level. I was just expecting for it to keep pushing. I didn't expect this pullback, but again, I sometimes forget things and I didn't realize obviously tomorrow's CPI. So I was kind of lost in the sauce. So it is what it is. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? But I mean, I should have done a better job here, but it's okay. It's fine. But, let's see here. So yeah, so that pushed it down here, and then obviously we had higher highs with Dow, higher lows. I'm sorry, with Nas and S&P. Again, another signal with Dow, lower low, pushed us up. Look at these three drives here. Higher lows, two higher lows. Look at how clean that is, bro. Oh my god, dude. Like I said, I don't understand how somebody like I caught this whole push. I scalped for this sell here. And then I bought this and caught it to here. This was a very smart move, because it's just common sense. Look at the fucking down candles. You don't expect price to come back and wipe out some of these sellers, dude. Like, you got to get real. And then the push up from here to here, very logical. I mean, for me it was, but I'm my own person, I guess. Fuck what the internet's doing, but so yeah, I mean, we pretty much. But what I tell you guys about that day, the day for today to come down almost 50% of the day. Look at that. I mean, I'm not measuring this, but pretty sure it's close. But the logic. Let me see if I can drag this out. Okay, so it didn't hit it, obviously, but the understanding, the point of it was just very simple to come back down and push up, right? But they dangled that carrot. I'm surprised they didn't keep going. But again, they're trying to. What did I just do? Oh shit! What did I just do? Let me just delete that. Okay, so and now we're back where at the 50%. Boy, that thing is holding. See that 50% of this bearish imbalance that we've been talking about that you got highlighted, including the gap. We don't have a body here still. So, I mean, again, I'm still bullish, bro. I think this thing is going to skyrocket. I was gonna say something else, man. And I was talking about this imbalance right here on this down candle. Was price gonna get held into here? That was also some of the logic of keeping the price in this area. Sure enough, you can see that right there. I mean, man, this is beautiful, bro. Like, ugh. And I was gonna hold this. I was gonna hold it for here. But I mean, after all this and what I did and all the losses I took, I was just like, man, I gotta quit, dude. I'm just fucking done. Um, but um, but that's why I took this trade and then I took this trade and then just left it alone. I mean, that was pretty much getting it, but then securing the profit as well. So all this makes sense. Um, and then Nvidia, when we pushed up, that made sense when we did that, and then we came down into that gap. So that's logical before we push back up. So it's just a retracement. So that was kind of like I just didn't expect this like this. I didn't expect all this because I was like, oh, they pushed up here. Nobody had a chance to get in. It would make sense for them to lock price if they want to push up, but they had a different agenda. So then we reached the 3.5 to 4 right here on this swing. See see these two down candles up here to 3.5 to 4, stuck right there to the tick. All right, and then we came down. So what's that look like here? Let me see if I could just do this. Oh, I just changed it. I want to make this video short, man. Oh wow, that's just coincidence, right? 3.5 to 4. Look at that. I mean, if today doesn't show you how to use projections and how to trade and just what is possible in the day, I mean, man, nothing will, bro. I mean, look at this. Buy, sell, buy. I mean, kosher, bro. Wow. Just beautiful day. I think I'm done. I don't need to mention anything else. I've talked about all this, didn't I? Yeah, I talked about all that. So you already know what I'm looking for. You guys take care and God bless.